Shannon, who wins and what's the score?
Skip, I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. The Cowboys' offense, I like what I saw. I just think the thing is they should feature Zeke a little bit more, play action off of that, and let Amari and Gallup and CD start feasting once Zeke gets it going. I watched the Falcons game last week, and yeah, they can get pressure with Grady Jarrett. Yeah, they can get pressure with Takk McKinley, but their back end, Skip, isn't good. Their back end is worse than the Cowboys. And that's why Russ was 31 or 34 for like 350 and 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
I expect very similar numbers from Dak Prescott. Maybe not 350, but I think he'll be approaching the 300 while also Zeke rushing for 100 yards. I got a high-scoring game, Skip. I got 31-27 Cowboys. And I expect Alden Smith to get better and better and better and better. That's the question. Can the Falcons' offensive line hold up against that pressure? That's what's going to be interesting. That's what I want to see. Now, Skip, you know the Falcons, they got firepower on offense. They got 3 guys that went over 100 yards. They had Russell Gage, Julio, and Calvin Ridley.
All 3.
So it's going to be very interesting. I think I read something where they inserted Trayvon Diggs into the starting lineup. He's not a starter. It couldn't have come at a better time dealing with Julio. Now, that's a grown man now.
Well, but I told you, Trevon, in that Rams game was a revelation.
This is Alabama on Alabama.
Yep.
You know, roll coverage to Julio. Look, I understand Trayvon Diggs and you like him, but ain't nobody dealing with Julio one-on-one.
Okay.
Roll the coverage to Julio and then try to everybody else. But
you can answer this question. How much does it help to have a big brother who's a star in the National Football League?
It helps. It helps.
Because you feel like when you step on the field, I belong. My brother is here.
It helped a lot, Skip. For me, is because my brother, you know, I was a wide receiver, he was a wide receiver, so we're talking technique, we're talking, okay, if the DB does this, this is what he's trying to do. Now, I'm not so sure. Obviously, you know, he's like, I was a little brother. Well, he did it. I want to do everything he did, and I felt I could. So I'm sure Trayvon's like, oh, man, Stephon, I'm better than Stephon. He in the NFL. I can be in the NFL.
Yep.
So it definitely helps with confidence.
Okay, my turn. I hate to jump to a week 2 conclusion here, but this feels do or die for my
Already?
team. As far as my expectations for them.
Okay.
Because if you fall to 0-2, it's just hard to keep climbing out of that hole. It's not impossible, but I would much prefer if they could gain a little bit of early season momentum. Because remember, they went 8-8 last year.
Yes.
And now they're 0-1. So in the backs of their minds, the recesses of their minds, they're starting to think, we that good? Or
Yeah, NFL playoffs don't like 0-2 teams.
No,
you
they
start
don't.
0-2.
They just don't. So I'm talking about expectations.
Yes.
Where I say, win the division, at least win one playoff game.
Correct.
And you better win this one.
Yes.
It's a home game. You're one stadium around the league that is saying, come on, come all. Not everybody, but they are going to have 20,000 fans. Okay, it's 80,000 seats, so you'll spread them out.
Spread out, yeah.
Little social distancing. Probably not much.
Right. No.
Masks?
If you want to.
Maybe.
Optional.
Optional. It'll probably be 50-50 at best. Loud? Yeah, because when you're in a big old 80,000 seat stadium, arena, the reverberation of 20,000 voices is pretty strong.
Right.
So I'm going to say they're going to have as much home field advantage as anybody who's playing, because we're going to talk about some other games where there's going to be nobody there. Seattle, Tampa, there's another game, I forget, but the 0, okay?
Right.
20,000 fans. So, okay, advantage, home team.
Correct.
Right? Now, to your point, Matt Ryan put up some gaudy numbers.
He did.
He threw for 450, 450 yards. And to your point, Julio had 9 for 157. That's hard to overcome.
Yeah.
But Russ did it.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, he goes 31-35 for
It was 2 turnovers that ended up hurting the Falcons.
It did. And Russell didn't throw for huge yards. It was
322.
322. Not great. But hey, the Falcons had 506 total yards. Yikes. My defense is in some trouble right now because the Wolf Hunter, Leighton Vander Esch, is hurt again. He's gone with a broken collarbone. Sean Lee, a guy I used to love.
Hurt again.
Both of them, you put him in that brittle category. He's hurt again. So you're down 2 quality linebackers. And then you start looking at at the offense, and somebody named Terrence Steele is still starting at right tackle, undrafted rookie out of Texas Tech. That's hard, man.
You better slide the protection.
Hey, you better slide.
Ty,
Right?
you by yourself this week.
Because Lyle Collins obviously on IR for 4 weeks. Connor Williams, I've never been a fan. He graded poorly by Pro Football Focus last week.
He don't get either. He had Aaron Donald last week, got Grady Jarrett this week.
And Zach Martin, who I have nothing but great respect for, Pro Football Focus says, and it's hard for me to grade offensive linemen, but they gave him a poor grade. They said he had one of his worst
He doesn't move as well as he once did, Skip. Them knees, man, you start having surgery on your knees and your back.
Okay. So it's not going to be that easy. I'm going even higher scoring than you. My offense is going to have to explode on them, and they're capable. I got 38-35 home team, 38-35, and I'm going big numbers here. I'm going to say, to your point, you've been campaigning for this, I'm going to say they managed to get 30 carries to Zeke, 30 times for 150. That would work for me, and a couple of touchdowns. I'm going to say Tony Pollard might get close to 10 carries. So they're going to be a little more run heavy. But again, I got Dak throwing like 38 times. I got him throwing for 330.
Well, y'all gonna dominate the game, Skip.
Well, I just said 38 points because the other team's going to be scoring too. They're going to get there.
Well, hold on. So you got Zeke with 30 carries. Skip, that's a lot of time of possession. Another 10 for Pollard. That's 40 rush attempts. We're going to throw in Dax 3 to 5.
But 75 plays is usually kind of what the winner gets, right in that ballpark. So I got 78 plays. Okay? And I got CeeDee Lamb, and you're going to say I'm overhyping, putting too many expectations on his rookie head. But I got him 8 for 150 and out Julioing Julio.
Wow.
Okay? So it's going to have to be that kind of offensive explosion to offset Matt Ryan. He will have his way and his day.
So you saying the Cowboys are going to have over 500 yards of total offense?
They have to. Well, to get to 38, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not counting on any turnovers because we almost never get any turnovers. So it's not going to be a turnover game.
But you got to play the guy that turns the ball over, that's prone to turn it over.
Yeah, but when do we create? When do we snatch? When do we... again, you said that the one play Awuzie caught, it was on a bogus play because he got slapped in the. Jared Goff took a hand to the face.
Well, you're gonna need Alden Smith to basically be the NFC Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, the week.
Yeah.
And he's capable of that, Skip. Like I said, he's only gonna get better. You got to realize that's his first action in almost 5 years, and he flashed. He looked like the best player on the defensive side of the football for the Cowboys.
Yep.
He looked like one of the 2 best players. Now, Aaron Donald was unbelievable also. But he looked like, Skip, you could understand why the 49ers took him as high as he did.
Yeah.
He was in that draft with Von Miller. Yes, he was in the draft with Von Miller and J.J. Watt. All those were in that draft together. Arguably, it's going to go down as the greatest draft in NFL history.
Okay. And lest you forget, the Atlanta Falcons now have a homegrown product named Todd Gurley.
Yes.
He is in the ATL.
Yes.
And he was fairly quiet. He had 14 carries for 56 yards. He loves playing against Dallas.
Right.
He has tormented Dallas. He has tormented them in that playoff game that was played out here.
Well, he definitely helps Skip because you get close around. It's like he got GPS or something because he can find the end zone. He gets the ball in just last week, and that's one thing that he was known for. Get the ball inside the 5. Somehow Gurley finds a way to get the ball into the end zone. But they're going to have to be better because Skip, they couldn't stop Russ. I mean, who goes for it on 4th down, and instead of trying to get 4 or 5 yards, they throw the home run over the top of your head?
Yep.
You can't allow that to happen. I don't trust the Falcons secondary is a problem, and Dak should take advantage of that, but not at the point where you forget Zeke because Zeke needs to eat.
No, I think they'll be balanced, high scoring, balanced. If you like excitement, if you like offense, if you like lots of touchdowns, watch this game on Fox.
Don't lose this game, Skip.
Yeah. Well, I just said I'm going do or die as far as big picture.
0-2?
Yeah. I know. I got it. I think they can win this one.
You better hope so.
Yeah, but it better be a Dak Zeke game.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.